What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I'm going to showcase a melmetal team in the Go Battle League. Melmetal here in the current season gets access to Dynamic Punch, which while in the past you did have access to Superpower, I feel like Dynamic Punch, not debuffing yourself, as well as doing just a little bit more damage, while still being a very spammy attack, is such a nice addition for melmetal. Gives you a lot more consistency, and with Double Iron Bash, you have so much great pacing. I think melmetal right now could be a little bit slept on. I'm also going to shout Drill Run on Seeking, which is a little bit spammier here than in previous seasons as well. I think this team looks like a lot of fun. I'm excited to see it in action. But real quick, before we get into the battles, I want to ask if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Helps out quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it. But let's get into the battles and see what this team can do. We'll see Altaria up against a Ninetales. Okay. Kind of where I want to see it, but I guess Seeking has play here as long as I'm not down energy. But especially Melmetal wants to avoid this at all costs. What the heck? Okay. Well, I guess we don't have rock-type damage or like electric-type damage here to throw into them. But like this is still really good for us, because we have the fast move pressure of Thundershock. This is interesting. I'm gonna go for Water Pulse here. That does hurt, actually. It would two-shot us. Do I two-shot from here with Dynamic Punch? I hope I do. They're at 6, so they have... Is it, 7-6 to Water Pulse? I think it is. No, that doesn't knock out, so I have to shield. Little inefficient that I have to shield this up, but I think Melmetal here, I might be able to either go for a farm down, or at the very least come out with enough energy to get 2 attacks off into that Ninetales. Okay, I don't want to take a Twister, so I will throw energy here. It's good to know, this matchup's not as ideal as you'd think. Just because you don't have a super effective charge attack, you're actually walled on the energy. But it's still fine, because we have a good way to wall off what this Ninetales can do once we give him the energy lead here. And I do get 2 Dynamic Punches off. Does this two-shot ever? Or do they barely survive? It is a non-shadow, so it might be a little bit bulky. Bulky enough to survive? Yeah. But I at least get the second one, and that's all I can really ask for here. They're at 6 right now. So they do have another attack ready to go. Like, they're almost at back-to-back Weather Balls. Let it through them. Okay. In the backline is a Kingdra. I think this is really good for us, actually. I don't think I go for Drill Runs here. That's only a Swift. I know I survived that. And all I have to do at this point is go for fast move pressure, really. Right? Because as long as I go for Icy Winds and Peck damage, I put them into Dragon Breath downrange. And then it's not like they have any coverage on that Ninetales for my Altaria. We should just win this one. Big Icy Wind, big shield. And we'll see if a Swift even knocks us out from this point. If it doesn't, then we get the Drill Run off. Thanks to that better pacing. It probably knocks us out, honestly. It's a Swift. I know it's not like the strongest move in the game, but we're pretty low. Oh, it doesn't knock out. Please! Seeking! Drill Run buff. Okay, hold on. Drill Run buff actually doing something in this game. That's cool to see. Alright. Well, I mean, Melmetal and Seeking both putting in a lot of work here. Now we just farm down, and we get the win. That's crazy. Alright, good way to start out the team here. Alright, there we go. Next opponent. We'll see Altaria into Shadow Sandslash. That is kind of scary. I don't like that. I'll go for one fast move and then swap out. We do have, like, 2 good answers to this in the backline, kind of. But just like Seeking, Alolan Sandslash does get really good pacing on Drill Run now, but it is a little bit less damage against us, so hopefully I can no-shield this and not just get farmed down. Okay, Stunfisk comes in. I'm gonna go, I think, just straight Drill Run here. It is super effective, and we would be able to get 2 off before they get their first move here. Okay. If I get a shield here, that's actually kind of huge. Although, I think what I'm going to do here is actually do quite a big undercharge just in case they no-shield this. Yeah, because they did go for a CMP, right? So at this point, I want to get a lot of energy if I can on my Altaria. They fully charge, so they knock us out. Because, like, if I get a shield down from them, by going for a flamethrower into that Alolan Sandslash, I should be in a much better spot here. Honestly, I could have even undercharged more than I did. But, like, at that point, it might be so obvious what I'm trying to do, and maybe they would just go for a play where they just swap out at some point, too, and not give me the farm down. I do kind of need the Stunfisk out of the way. It's a good thing I baited it out, not gonna lie. They're so weak to ground-type damage already. That's crazy. But we get off our Flamethrower. That's gonna just one-shot them if they let it go. And Melmetal should be a pretty good answer up a shield. As long as the final Pokemon's not terrible for us, we'll see. 5, they have a Drill Run. They're throwing it, okay. Well, what's in the back? It seems like they might be a little bit scared of Melmetal, or at least trying to trip and dip us a little bit, so we'll see. Please, Melmetal, I believe in you. Please be like Feraligatr in the back line. Oh, or Pelipper. Yeah, that works too. That's just Squishy Man Team. I think we're fine, actually. I think we might win this one. Because all I need to do now is go for a full farm down here and have a dynamic punch ready for that other guy. I survive a weather ball. I no-shield the first, I shield the second, Thundershock down, double dynamic punch and win. I guess melmetal's actually core breaking him pretty hard here. That's awesome. We baited out the Ufisk like we had to. Because Ufisk would be such a miserable matchup for us. Alright, shield this one up. There's no way they can swap out, and even if they could, they're energy dry on that A-slash. Thundershock is insane. Alright, melmetal, do your thing. They better not top left. They better let us do this. Got the first one here. And we have the second one ready. Do they shield? Or have they top left already? We'll see. Oh, there we go. They let us do it. Thank you, trainer. Nice. Melmetal is too strong, guys. Next opponent. Hopefully we stop seeing, like, Alolan Sandslashes, although we did just beat that last one, so maybe it's not that bad to see. Shadow Sableye. Likely it's on Drain Punch nowadays, which is actually really good for us, because back in the day, when they were running Power Gem or Dazzling Gleam, they had a lot of damage against us. And I mean, they could still be on that moveset, but it's going to be a spot here where, I mean, either way, just getting this move off first is going to put them pretty low. They let it go. That's crazy. Alright, they're at 10 right now, so they have back-to-back moves. Can I snipe them down before they get the next one off, or do they just knock us out here with the next foul play? On Altaria. Okay, they only get one foul play. That's huge. That is a big win in the Zero Shield matchup. And we are not going to give them that farm down there. Seeking and Melmetal are very strong into Azumarill, at least neutrally. Although I guess, like, it's not like Dynamic Punch helps in this matchup at all for our Melmetal, but I mean, just the Thundershock and double Iron Bashes are going to add up quite a bit. And saving our Altaria for the backline is probably a good thing. They're not even on Play Rough. Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, probably, if they're going for the Hydro Pump there. And honestly, I'm pretty happy they're going for that move, because now we know that our Melmetal would not want to take a charge attack from this. Now we just start spamming out Drill Runs. Two more Drill Runs knock out here. I gotta hope they do. If they don't, then I might have to keep on farming. Honestly, I don't know if the next one would knock out, so I'm going to keep on farming up here. Because at this point, if I save enough energy, I can just debuff the final Pokemon. I have enough to probably get 2 Icy Winds off against whatever's in the backline. And I guess they Ice Beam us, but that's still fine. Oh, Shadow Gator. Well, we just have back-to-back Drill Runs here, so we go Drill Run, Dynamic Punch. And that should be game. That pacing on Drill Run actually coming in clutch right here. And if they no-shield this, I just farm down. I have Dragon Breath and Thundershock damage. ABA Shadow Claw users, that's kind of an interesting team. They let it go? Okay, well, I guess maybe I should have brought in Altaria here then. Okay, double Iron Bash. But the thing is, we don't even get knocked out, actually, by an attack from this thing. So what if I just let this go? Because then I can either farm this down with my Melmetal, or we force more energy out of them. And if we force energy out of them, then Altaria just closes out the game. So double Iron Bash should get the KO or a shield. We do see a shield, alright. And there is their next move. So we just let this go. Shield advantage Altaria should close out this game pretty easily at this point. Alright. Well, I mean... Oh, they're on Crunch too? That's crazy. Why would they Crunch there? I'm confused. It doesn't matter. We have the Sky Attack. Azumarill's not going to like this. And this should win us the game. As long as Alzu isn't stupid. Yeah, Alzu's not going to survive that. Let's go. Oh, they still have the Feraligatr. Keep tapping. That is always a good tip. And now we win, finally. It took long enough. Alright, next opponent. Altaria up against a Clodsire. Okay. I don't like this, actually. Although the buff here to Clodsire doesn't really help him out too much. They're not on Stone Edge. This is honestly not even that bad for us either. If I whittle this down, I should put them into a range where Melmetal is a lot more manageable here. I just don't want to be in a spot where we're in the 2-shield scenario, and they can just one-shot us with Earthquake, right? So we'll throw this attack here, and we'll see what they want to do. Alright, well, they're at 10 right now, so they have a lot of energy, but we don't get one-shot by anything they throw. I'd love to see a Sludge Bomb come through, but they're probably on Stone Edge. That makes sense. We do outpace them here, at least. I wonder if I should... Should I ever try to catch a Stone Edge on Melmetal? How crazy of a play is that? If they do like 5, I'll catch. Okay, no, they did not. I was so tempted, actually. I was so tempted to go for it. I think, though, coming in Melmetal here is still not a bad play. This looks like a prime opportunity just to build up like 1,000,000 energy, or I guess for them to swap in a Pidgeot into us. I was not expecting them to do that. Now, they could have Heat Wave, right? But I believe Heat Wave is 4 gusts to reach for the first one. Do they shield this? They don't. That's a lot of damage to land into them. I'm going to shield this up just in case they have Heat Wave, because honestly, I wouldn't be that surprised if they did. But if they do, we can dance around it. Yeah, there's a Heat Wave. Good shield. It should be 3 away from the next. Can I farm down? I cannot. But I mean, at this point, I have so much energy here that it doesn't really matter, because I can go for the CMP win against them if they decide to shield this up. And they let it go. All right. Does Clodsire come back in, or their third? It's Clodsire. Okay. Well, they're not in just, like, double Iron Bash range. I guess if they're not, I have the second one ready to go. But I bet double Iron Bash, it has a chance of knocking out here, right? It's a Clodsire. Yeah, okay. Nice. What's in the back? Wait, they had this in the back line, and they did that? I'm so confused. Anyway, I have double dynamic punches. That should be pretty good. But I guess this is going to get a little bit more awkward than I'd like it to be. Did they double shield here? They shield once. 7. Do I ever shield my melmetal? Is dynamic punch going to do more damage than anything my Seeking could do? It could. I'm going to shield this. This might be crazy. They could Icy Wind us, which would be a really bad play. I don't know why they did that, but they did. We'll catch the next move here. It could be an Earth Power this time, though. This game's going to get more awkward than I'd like it to be. I don't know who wins CMP over melmetal and seismitoad. Oh, they Icy Winded? Weird play. I'm going to go straight Drill Run here. I don't see a reason to debuff at this point. I have a Dynamic Punch. All I need to do is land it. I know Seismitoad has a decent amount of attack, but I know so does Melmetal. Does Earth Power even knock us out here? I mean, it's not that good of a move, right? And Seeking just wins CMP. Okay, that was an odd endgame. That was so weird. I don't know why they brought in Pidgeot into Melmetal. I think they were expecting something else to come in, but luckily Melmetal is just insane. It's just too strong. It's the best Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Alright, next opponent. We'll see Altaria into Hero. Okay. This is odd, actually, because I would rather see my Melmetal into this, but I guess I do have Drill Run, so I bet that's not even, like, that consistent of a matchup. Dugong. Alright, well, let's test how this matchup plays. They do have newly buffed Drill Run, right? So they can, if they want to, spam out moves a little bit quicker than before. But, I mean, Dynamic Punch also is going to hurt them quite a bit, so... yeah, that does a lot of damage. They're a little bit soft so far to Melmetal, it would appear. 6. I mean, what if I just shield, though? And don't take a Drill Run. I'm unsure if a double Iron Bash would knock out here. Okay, they're making a fool out of me. They're just going for the sneak every single time here. It's fine. I'm expecting Dugong users just to, like, always shield up and play for Switch. Oh, I don't know how I got a sneak there. Anyway, I don't need Switch that badly. And honestly, I might still get it. We'll see. Yeah, because that doesn't even knock us out. I think I do have to throw on CMP here, because they do have the next move. Okay. For once in my life, throwing on CMP was not the worst play I could have done. But Seeking has a lot of play as well into Furo, so if they shield this up, I might even just consider letting this go down. Now, they do let that go. They can't really bring in Furo unless they want to just sack it here. Okay, well, let's just switch out. I don't want to stay in that matchup. At this point, we have so much play with our Seeking into this team. I don't think I really want to shield this. It's a Stone Edge bait, so that's actually a really good no-shield. Do I ever go Drill Run here? I don't think I can. Just in case they catch on Furo, I'm not going to. I'm just going to go straight Icy Wind. I don't trust myself to avoid catches today. I just don't. The animations aren't going to be good enough for that anyway. Honestly, do I even shield at this point, though? I mean, maybe I do. It's not the worst play to do that. Maybe it is the worst play that I could have possibly done. Oh, well, that's not great for them, I'll be honest. Furo is not going to have a great time with an Icy Wind debuff. Either we get a shield here or a lot of damage. I'll take a shield. And now we get a Dynamic Punch. So this should knock him out. That's a lie. This should do a lot of damage. Either way, this Furo is going to be pretty useless for them this game. They do get a farm down, but I don't even think they get a second attack here. I think they only get one debuffed Drill Peck into us. And then I get a Sky Attack into the Altaria, or into the Clodsire, rather. And we should win. Yeah, that is nothing. Yeah, nice big farm down. Our Seeking's still alive. They're really low on their Pokemon, and we get the win. 5-0 on the first set with melmetal. Maybe it's better than I thought it was. I could actually put in a lot of work here. It's way more consistent than it used to be, and I love that. All right, next battle. We'll see Altaria into Alolan Sandslash. Okay, we're back to the Sandslash leads. Don't love to see that, but we did prove that we can beat this. So let's just go for the switch out here and see if they want to stay in. They're staying in for a second at least. Looks like they want to try to get some chip and dip against us before switching out, which I guess that's fine. We have enough energy on our Seeking here that hopefully we can flip whatever they have in the backline. Well, I don't know if I'm flipping an Azumarill necessarily, but maybe Melmetal just has a lot of play this game. I don't know exactly where I want to invest resources. 5, 6. Because, like, if I go down shields, it's not like Melmetal is that good into Sandslash. So, what do I want to do? If I get another drill run through, I'm going to be pretty happy. 7. They don't let us. They have to play rough us here, though, to knock us out. Honestly, I think I know what I'm going to do. And this could be a bad play. It could be terrible, but I'm going to bring an Altaria and take an Ice Beam and just bank a Flamethrower. Because I can survive from full HP here. And then Melmetal, I'm hoping, is just going to sweep. I think that's like the one way that I have of maybe having some play here. This will hurt, but we do survive it. Okay, they switch at the same time. I don't love that. And they get their move off first, actually. Okay. Interesting play by them. I'm kind of surprised they did that. I guess they're trying to get a Powder Snow Snipe down, but I could have gone for a move there to knock him out, which maybe I should have. 9, so, or 5 rather. So they have a Drill Run ready to go. I could have baited here. Probably should have. But I have a Flamethrower, so it's like I don't necessarily need to... I don't know what's in the back. This game's gonna get so dicey. They could just let this go now. Maybe I should have full sent here, but I didn't, and we'll see how much that's gonna cost us right now. We get a shield, so maybe it's not that bad for us. Good catch by them. But, like, Azu at this point should be in Thundershock downrange, right? Let's get a few more bubbles here just so I can put into Thundershock downrange. Maybe that's not enough. Yeah, I should have charged a little bit more. I don't know what could be in the backline that we beat at this point, but we gotta hope it's something. I should have done a few more bubbles there. I got greedy. Now I had to sacrifice my Altaria, which is not great. And I do have a lot of energy here, but that Sandslash can come in at any moment and just go for a move. Okay. Gator comes in. Man, I think they just outpace us. Yeah. I needed to win that CMP. I think Melmetal can, but it's not going to be favored for us. That's going to be a loss. That was not a great team comp to see for most of our team. If I played a little bit better, and I powered up my Dynamic Punch a little bit more, I think we actually could have just won that game, though. All right, next battle. Let's hope for no more A-slashes. I've seen way more today than I was expecting to see. Jumpluff. Okay, I'm actually pretty fine with this. My whole team has a lot of ways to deal with this Pokemon, but I guess, honestly, how good is Altaria here? Because Acro's going to hurt, and Fairy Winds add up too. But I do outpace them, which is pretty good. They're at 7, so they have the Acrobatics ready to go. And I could try to catch. I don't know how smart it would be to catch a move on Melmetal. Probably not super smart, honestly. I think the best play is just win the Zero Shield matchup here. Or if they end up going down to Shield, then I can leverage energy on my backline, which also would be pretty good. As I said, we do outpace just barely here. I can't even see the Jumpluff, so I can't, like, tell if they're going to try to catch on us, which, of course, means they're going to. But honestly, is this even that bad for us? They caught on a Licky Licky. I bet Melmetal is just going to be in a really good spot against this. If they build up to, like, 5, maybe I'll consider shielding. But that's only 4. Because 5 could be an Earthquake, and I don't want to get one shot. That would be slightly embarrassing. That Jumpluff at this point does have 5 Fairy Winds, so they have an Energy Ball, but not quite an Acrobatics. We'll Dynamic Punch here, and we'll see how much it does. I'm hoping this knocks him out after the Sky attack. If it doesn't, then melmetal is sad. Oh, it does knock out. Nice. That's huge. What's going to come in? We have a lot of energy here. Jump Bluff, actually. I'm going to shield. This could be a bad play, potentially. But I feel like there's a good chance if they're coming back in Jump Bluff, they're going to try to go for an Acrobatics here. And then I can build up a lot of energy into whatever's in the back line. Okay, they're at 5, so they have an Energy Ball ready to go. I do have back-to-back double Iron Bash. So we'll see how they play it out. Do they shield this? Do they even get knocked out by this? They do get knocked out, which is good. Oh my goodness, a Swanna in the back line. Okay, melmetal, do your thing. Do the classic melmetal maneuver. Swanna's actually, it got double buffed this season, right? Both Gust getting buffed, as well as, what was it? It got Aqua Jet, I think, so a little bit better pacing. We just have so much fast move pressure into this. They even no-shielded that first charge attack. Because technically, they do wall our energy, but it's fine. We have so much energy that they can't wall it all. And then I think Seeking in the backline is just going to win the game. What do we do here? I think we do 1 Thundershock, and we swap out 2 Altaria. I think that's a good play. We force energy out of them here. And if they throw energy, then they won't have enough energy now to get moves off against both our Seeking and our Melmetal. And if they try to go for the farm down, I think, honestly, our Dragon Breath would have just outpaced them. Oh no, my Melmetal! They get to see my third Pokemon. This is embarrassing. Seeking. Let's go. Alright, next opponent. We'll see Altaria up against a Fearow. Good lead. Only problem with this lead is my Melmetal might have less play in the backline than I'd like. With that said, it should still be like a playable matchup against a lot of things, because I have great coverage on it, right? We're at 6, so they're going to go for Sky attack here. I know for a fact I can live this, but I also know that it is going to hurt. We can get a Sky attack off here, and going for a shield advantage I feel like is a pretty good play. Fearow, I don't even know what you run with Fearow nowadays. A lot of the time there's ground types in the backline, but maybe there aren't. 5. Okay, they throw pretty quickly here. Do I go for the bold farm down with Melmetal, or should I just throw instantly with Melmetal and outpace them? I don't know how much play Melmetal's going to have in the backline, but I think it's going to have a lot of play having 2 dynamic punches into the backline. It's also a good thing that I kept on farming there, because I would have lost CMP. It is straight 5s nowadays to drill run, so they might get another one off here, we'll see. They actually do. That's actually crazy. All right, Fearow, I see you. I guess we at least have enough energy to get 1 dynamic punch off into something. So what are they going to bring in? That is a Gastrodon. You're running Gastrodon? All right. I guess it does have Earth Power getting buffed, so maybe that makes more sense than I'm giving it credit for. I should be able to get another dynamic through here, which is going to put him down pretty low. But I don't love necessarily where we're at this game. Because they have Earth Power probably, right? And that's going to hurt. So I have to shield this, I think. But what could be in the backline now that I'd beat? I hope there's something. But I don't know. Yeah, there's the Earth Power. I needed to shield that for sure. Florges? Is that playable? I don't know. I gotta go for a debuff first, at least. I need to make sure I survive a Trailblaze, if possible. This is so close. It's gonna be an interesting game. Get a no-shield there makes sense, because they're saving the shield for the double Iron Bash. Trailblaze, so they boost their attack back up. I think they have us here, unfortunately. 5. I mean, I can't go for the Icy Wind here. I mean, maybe I could have, actually. Okay, we catch a move. I hope I just caught a Trailblaze. That would be amazing. Or even if I caught a Chilling Water, maybe that'd still be fine. They do Chilling Water us here. That's a big undercharge they go for, though. I can't throw energy. I need to try to win CMP right now with my Seeking into that Florges. If I can win CMP, I win this game. Oh my goodness. Wait, did we just win this one? Drill Run getting buffed? Coming in clutch with pacing? Please tell me this is enough. It's just enough, because why wouldn't it be? That was a game. That was maybe the scariest game of my life. Alright, Altaria into Shadow Hydreigon. I think this is pretty good for Altaria in, like, the 1s and 2s. So I think that's what I'm going to play for. That could be a fly. I'm losing my voice. This is bad. I gotta drink water. Uh-oh. Anyway, this is good for us as long as they go for a fly. They go for a brutal swing, which, I mean, that's still fine. It's like we can get a shield back here by going for the sky attack. And if they... Can they even reach a fly here? I don't know if they can. Okay. Well, if that's a fly, it's fine, I guess. I think Shadow Hydreigon's a Pokemon that very oftentimes gets paired up with Aegislash. And our backline doesn't want to see it on our Melmetal, but I think Seeking has play into it. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't hard switch, but I'm going to. This honestly isn't that good of a matchup for us, but it's not unplayable. And, like, the best thing here is Thundershock is super effective. We're resisting their fast move pressure, so I bet it's pretty neutral. Yeah. We can neutralize this for the most part. 10. But the big question is, like, what do I shield? When do I shield? What do they have in the back? Because they could have an Aegislash still. Alright, I'm going to shield this up. I think there's a chance they don't have Aegislash in the back line. It could just be a different steel type. So I think saving the energy here could be good for us. They catch... Oh, is that a Tinkaton? Wait a second. Tinkaton is not an answer. I think we might be fine. Tinkaton's not good into Dynamic Punch. Alright. I'm going to double Iron Bash here, just so I can put them into a range where Dynamic Punch is enough. And if they no-shield this, that's fine. If they shield this, even better. I mean, I just spam out Dynamic or double Iron Bashes now. They have to throw energy after one more Fairy Wind or right now, and if they don't, they just lose. Melmetal, you menace! We get this CMP on the Bulldoze. I don't know if this quite knocks out, but it will put them into a peck down range, and then Seeking should just close out this game. Oh, that just knocks out! Wait, Melmetal? Oh my goodness! Dude, Melmetal's insane! Melmetal might be the best Pokemon. Like, it might just be the best Pokemon now. Alright, there we go. Final opponent of the day. Let's see what they're running. Empoleon. This is interesting. Honestly, I'd kind of rather be with either of my backline Pokemon into this, so I'm just going to switch out. I have a lot of coverage on Seeking, right? And thanks to the pacing increase on Drill Run here, I can pace pretty evenly to the Empoleon if they want to stay in. Let's see what they do, though. Drill Peck is going to do a decent chunk of damage, but they're using Metal Sound as a fast move, so honestly, it doesn't do that much to us. Kingdra comes in. Man, imagine the Melmetal lead. Melmetal lead would be going pretty good right about now. I'm going to debuff them. It is a Shadow Kingdra, right? So it's going to do a little bit more damage than the other variant. But it's not like Altaria. Can't just come in and farm this down, right? I think I get knocked out here. Or at the very least, I get put into Dragon Breath downrange before I get my Drill Run. I do survive that. I wish I could switch, but no. They might get a Swift into our Altaria, but I think that's fine if they do. There is a chance it's like Empoleon double Dragon. If that's the case, I'm hoping the final Dragon is playable for Melmetal. I'll let this go. I can bank a lot of energy here. And I think, actually, I'm going to go for an energy lead on our Melmetal, just so this way, if they come back in Empoleon, I can always guarantee to outpace them. What's going to be in the back? Please tell me it's playable. Please, Melmetal, you've had me so much so far today. One final time, my friend. Well, it's looking pretty good for us, although they could always catch a double Iron Bash. And honestly, like, this is still not the most consistent matchup out there. Alright, they should be at 15. We'll see what happens. How much does double Iron Bash do? Do I 3-shot here? Kind of. Alright, they haven't thrown energy yet still, which is odd. I don't know what's happening. Come on, Melmetal. Is that a CMP, maybe? They did CMP us with some of the weirdest animations in the game. Okay. It's probably a Sky Attack bait, honestly. But I think that's fine. Oh, it is a Flamethrower. Nice. That's a bit more energy down the drain for them. Okay. We get the next double Iron Bash off here. I'm always expecting a catch. Like, I figured they'd catch at some point, but they haven't just yet. Was that a CMP again, or, like, what is happening? It is a CMP. How am I CMPing them so much? Anyway, I have energy on Altaria. I have energy on Melmetal, rather. We'll see what happens. Oh, nice catch by them. I was expecting that catch at some point. I guess just not right then. Okay, but this should still be maybe fine. Because I have enough HP on my Altaria to, like, be annoying. What do we do here? We catch a move ourselves. But what did we just catch? Is this a Hydro Cannon or a Drill Peck? I mean, why would they Drill Peck? But they could have. They do Hydro, okay. That's good. I get a Flamethrower through here, but I am so concerned this game that Altaria might just close it out for them. We'll see. That is a lot of damage. Okay, I think we have more HP on our Altaria. I think we just win with the farm down, or force energy and then win with melmetal? Unless they have back-to-back Sky Attacks, but, like, Sky Attack doesn't knock out melmetal. I think we're good. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Yeah, Sky Attack knocks us out here. I'm one away from the move, but also one Thundershock just knocks him out. Oh my goodness. Melmetal. 4-1 there. 5-0, 4-1 with melmetal, and the one loss we had was very playable. I just fumbled it. I fumbled it too much. That's fine, though. We'll take the 4-1 on the one set where 5-0 actually matters, but that's fine. Man, I was honestly not expecting melmetal to be this good. It's a Pokemon here that I feel is a huge core breaker to a lot of the teams that we're seeing right now in the Go Battle League. It's a little bit soft to the fires and the grounds, right? But there are so many flying-type Pokemon in the current meta that this thing just shuts down. I feel like melmetal could be potentially at least anti-meta going forward. But yeah, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.